Hi everyone, hope you all are fine. Today, the topic we are going to discuss is careers and specialization in psychology or fields of psychology. Psychologists spend their days seeing people with problems, others teach at universities and conduct research. Still others work in business and industry, designing more efficient criteria for hiring. Most other psychologists work in clinical and private practice settings. In short, psychology is a field with many areas of specialization. Clinical and counseling psychology. It is the most widely practiced specialization in psychology. Clinical and counseling psychologists diagnose and treat people with psychological problems. Counseling psychologists sometimes deal with people who have less serious problems. For instance, they may work with students, advising them about personal problems and career planning. To be a clinical psychologist, 3 to 4 years of graduate work with advanced diploma in clinical psychology or MS in clinical psychology with 1 year internship in a mental health facility is required. Psychiatrist and clinical psychologist. Clinical psychologists are different from psychiatrists. Psychiatry is a branch of medicine practiced by MBBS doctors who subsequently specialize in abnormal behavior and psychotherapy. Clinical psychologists and psychiatrists alike are interested in improving the lives of people with mental health problems. One important distinction is that psychiatrists treat the patient with drugs and clinical psychologists apply psychotherapy only. Clinical psychologists use the technique called psychotherapy, treatment through discussing problems, trying to get at the root of them, and modifying attitudes, emotional responses, and behavior. Experimental psychology. Experimental psychologists use an experimental strategy in their work and conduct basic research. Among the key aspects of behavior, they study and sensation, perception, cognitive processes, learning, motivation, and emotion. Today, psychologists in many areas conduct experiments, but generally the term experimental psychology applies to experiments with people or animals. Usually, reaction to lights and sounds, the effect of hunger, sleep or thirst, span of memory, complexity of learning, etc. Developmental psychology. It is concerned with how people become who they are from conception to death. Developmental psychologists focus on the biological and environmental factors that contribute to human development. From many years, their major emphasis was on child development. Now, with increasing number of today's developmental psychologists shows a strong interest in adult development and aging. Their inquiries range across the biological, cognitive, and social domains of life. Behavior and mental processes are always changing. Developmental psychologists describe these changes and try to understand their causes and effects throughout the lifespan. Social psychology has been defined as the study of social behavior, the study of how people organize and respond to their social experience, the study of people in groups, the study of interaction, and the study of the effects of one person on others. Social psychologists work in a variety of settings from universities to hospitals and psychiatric facilities from hospitals to clinics. Their activities are almost as varied. They help to design building, construct training and development programs, and conduct research on a wide variety of topics, including attitudes and persuasion, the effects of aggressive films, and childhood socialization. With this diversity of field, there are some common elements in what social psychologists do. In general, social psychology is primarily concerned with human interaction. Broadly, social psychology can be defined as the study of how one's person behavior affects other person's behavior. That's all for today. We will discuss other areas as well in the next video. So if you like my video, do share it, subscribe my channel, and don't forget to hit the like button.